Hey up my ducks, Simon here. Welcome back to the Hermit's Cave. The parcel has arrived earlier than I was expecting. I thought it would be tomorrow. I've just done a 12-hour shift, but I could just crash in bed. But I'm just too excited to open this parcel. Yeah, so I haven't opened it yet. I've just taken the plastic off. Oh, knocking the arm of the camera. Oh, look at this. I love the black. The black is cool. Oh, I'm sorry about this. Oh, we've got another little one of these Maxwells. A Maxwell. A wax melt, which are pretty cool. We have a card that says animate. We have our crossroads. I've got one of these on, if you look at my Instagram, the Hermit's Cave with underscore in between the and Hermit and Hermits and Cave. I've updated one of my sacred spaces with a Mabon autumnal feel, and this card is center of that sacred space, and I think it's perfect as well for this time of year. So yeah, I'm just a bit conscious that I've got candles. I'm just going to take things out, but obviously there's one thing that I'm going to show tonight, which you'll know by the title of the video. So let's see what we've got. These are, as you would have seen from the box, they're sent from oh wow, look at that. Oh, that looks gorgeous. Tarot of Hearts by Isabel Hayes. Look at that strength card. I'm assuming a strength card. Perhaps shouldn't assume, but this, I didn't know anything about this. 79 gold gilt edge cards with a 288 page full color illustrated guidebook. That's probably why this is so heavy. That's amazing. What have we got here? Yeah, so these have all been sent from Cheryl at Oneness Emporium. Oh, this is what I'm so excited about. I mean, Tourian can't do any wrong in my opinion, and everybody's been very excited for this deck. So yeah, so as I mentioned previously, Cheryl has been sending decks as they've been arriving, just because we're not able to do a spotlight this month. We've got the Curious Travels Tarot deck by Amelia Rosier, and look how beautiful that is as well. Cheryl did say to me last night, look at the Lovers. She said this package that is coming this week has some beautiful decks in, and she is not wrong. The Familiar Field Oracle by Hannah Elizabeth Fofana. Look at that. So we've got an oracle as well, which just looks gorgeous. So we have got some fantastic decks to be looking at over the remainder of the week. So I can't wait. But as much as how beautiful these are, I am so excited about Pathwork Oracle. So this is a deck by Daniel Ahearn, and the artwork is by our beloved Tourian, and I just love her decks. Are all around me. This is the Tarot of the Abyss, and then here in this double pouch I have Oracle of Echoes, which I've had for 7+ years now. And then in the other side, I have Tarot of Echoes, so Oracle of Echoes and Tarot of Echoes, which is beautiful. I've had this since January. It was the first deck of this year that I got, and is already one of my all-time favourite decks. Also the artist behind Bone Stone and Earthflesh. I've got the Hidden Waters tarot. I've also got the Tourian, the French edition deck. But Pathwork Oracle, when I've interviewed Anna a couple of times, a few years back and then earlier this year, when she released Tarot of Echoes, and she showed me, or showed us on that interview, some of the art prints for this deck, and said that this would be coming out later in the year. And I was just amazed by those prints that she showed. So I've been so excited about this deck being released. So take the plastic off. All I know about this is that it's based on Mahayana Buddhism. I was going to say I'm a former Buddhist, but I'm a member of a Buddhist organisation, although I don't practice Buddhism that much these days. But Soka Gakkai International, Japanese Buddhism, follows Mahayana Buddhism. I've also been to the Akshobhya Buddhist Centre here in Nottingham, and which is New Kadampa tradition. And also just 5 minutes away, I've been to a meditation centre, which is the it used to be Friends of the Western Buddhist Order, and they changed their name, and it slipped out of my head. But anyway, so, and this is a deck for sort of introspection, for meditation, for pathworking. So I'm very excited about it. I'm gonna stop rambling, because I have a tendency to do that when I'm excited. I'm gonna bring the camera down and we'll have a closer up look. Okay, so as you'll see, it's in a nice 2-part box. US Games, who is the publisher, they tend to publish all of Tourian's decks. And they've started doing this design, which makes it really easy, rather than just the cutout thumbnail, to pull the 2-part box apart. It's in a lovely matte finish, and as you can see here, it says Pathwork Oracle, and it credits Daniel Ahearn and Tourian there. And then on the back here, it says discover the magic of pathwork. So if you're not familiar with what pathwork is, we've talked about it a lot in the community, but you could be new here. It's where, certainly how I use pathworking, is where you sit with an image and you absorb that image, and it's almost like, the way I describe it is like you step into that landscape and become part of the landscape, and it really helps you connect with whatever it is that is being depicted. So I often talk about, you know, if you're doing pathworking, to submerge yourself into that realm, into that world, and try and feel what it's like within that realm. And then that reveals lots of personal insights, because you pay attention to how you're feeling when there, what comes up in terms of thoughts in particular, and you allow them to come and you know, contemplate sort of like the messages from the archetypes within. So it says, discover the magic of pathwork, your personal gateway to spiritual awakening and heart-mind harmony. This beautiful oracle deck, infused with the wisdom of green Tara and diverse traditions, including mudras, invites you on a transformative journey of self-discovery. Each card is a portal to learning compassion, loving kindness, and the art of forgiveness, which are principles of Buddhism. Ideal for both beginners and seasoned practitioners. Pathwork Oracle is designed to resonate with your unique spiritual evolution, offering a rich, adaptable experience for personal growth. Your path to spiritual enlightenment starts here. So it's 40 cards and it has a 64-page guidebook. And I don't know why I didn't think of the word portal, because that describes it perfectly. It's either a window into that world, but when you think of a portal is something you step through and it transforms you into, or transports you, I should say, into that realm, into that world. Yeah, so portal is the best word to use. All right, so we will, just look at the backs. Oh, it's stunning. Oh, I can't wait. We'll have a quick look at the book. I think it said 64 pages. 63, 64, yeah. The spine is very, needs breaking in. So you can see we've got each of the cards and it's done in a circle here, again to represent like a portal. So we've got things like breath, find your breath, stay with your breath. Breath is really important in Buddhism because you focus on the breath when you are meditating. And the sensation as the breath leaves your lips, or as you inhale, the sensation in your nostrils and things like that. And regulating your breath gives you something to focus on as you're getting into a meditative state. Equanimity for all sentient beings, love that. Equanimity for difficult people. Loving kindness is it's challenging because when you're doing metta, which is a form of Buddhism, a form of meditation within Buddhism, you start off with people that you love and care for, and you send them loving kindness. But then you work through people that perhaps you see every day, to people that you see every now and again, like the postman or the shopkeeper. But then you also go to the stage of sending loving kindness to those that you might have difficult relationships with, or have real problems with, that we might term as enemies or a foe, you know. So it's a transformative process, but it's a very tough thing to do. Yeah, so it's got a little bit of, there's a lot in the table of contents here. So we've got the introduction, and it goes straight into the cards, and then we've got the mudras, the 6 mudras, etc. Wow, yeah, lots of mudras. Then there's the doors, the body, speech and mind, the 4 aspects. So hello travelers, I like that, because you will be traveling with this deck. Particularly, I mean, it's totally up to you how you use it, but for me it is a deck like no other really. I've bought Buddhist themed decks. I bought decks that I think really lend themselves well to pathworking, like Deirdre of the Sorrows, or something like I was trying to think of the name of the deck and I can't think of what it's called, because that's how my brain works after a 12-hour shift. But yeah, there's a particular deck that I loved, and I can't think what it's called now. But anyway, we've all got those decks that we find where there's lots of scenery, and it almost feels like it's a doorway into another world that is great for pathworking. So that's the little book. Let's open the cards. And because I've had a late night from work, and I knew this package had come, I literally brought something for my dinner tonight that I don't have to cook because I wanted to spend some time with these and not have to worry about wasting time cooking. Cards feel lovely. sorry about the outside noise. There's lots of, it's the downside of living in a city. Incidentally, I will mention, lots of people think that you have to retreat into nature to meditate. You can meditate on a bus, on a train. I live in the city centre. I've lived here for 18 years. I practiced Buddhism for the first 10 years of living here in the midst of a noisy city, and you can do it. You can do it anywhere. I think the backs are absolutely beautiful. I love the spectrum of colour here. I like the points. I mean, they don't align with the chakras, with having blue and green. We start with red, orange. This would be the chakra in reverse, almost, with the root chakra going right to the crown chakra. But there's certainly energy points, and lots of different cultures and traditions refer to them a little bit differently. Cardstock is beautiful. It almost feels like a linen, but it's not a linen. It's a nice, silky, smooth cardstock in matte. In terms of a regular tarot size, it's a little bit bigger than a tarot, both in height and width. But the artwork is unmistakably Ahearn's artwork, and it is absolutely beautiful. I wouldn't worry too much about pronunciation. There are still, gosh, it was 2003 when I became a member of the Soka Gakkai, and even now I still can't pronounce half of the names of these various Buddhas and things like that, but it is absolutely fine. So we have loving kindness for self, may I be filled with peace, and that's green Tara, and just look how beautiful that image is. Oh, and I think this might be one of the images that Anna shared on the live. Loving kindness for loved ones. Yeah, so this is the stages of loving kindness that I spoke about. So you start with yourself, you go into your loved ones, and then they've jumped straight to loving kindness for difficult people. May you be filled with peace. And each of them say, will you be filled with peace? It's part of loving kindness. There are other stages in that, as I mentioned, particularly if you know, you're doing metta, what they call metta. But absolutely beautiful. Loving kindness for all sentient beings. Just look at that. Look at that. Oh my gosh, look. Compassion for self. May I be free from suffering. Isn't that just the most beautiful image? Compassion for loved ones. May you be free from suffering. Just want to see if the book is referencing. I think this is green Tara through all of these. Compassion for self. Yeah, so these are all green Tara so far. So here it says, a tear holds the reflection of our loved ones, their pain and suffering. Through this cleansing, the heart opens and heaves with newfound connection. We are mirrors of one another. We are the experience of our shared lives. Green Tara's tears always hold loved ones in their struggles. The phrase we practice in this instance is, may you be free from suffering. And you can see the phrases that they talk about are in speech marks at the bottom here. And do you see within the tears, there are people as described in the book as our loved ones. What a gorgeous image. Absolutely beautiful. And in the iris of the eyes, I need, so where's my magnifying glass? I need to have a closer up look at that. But I think I've buried it under all my stuff. I will find it. But beautiful, beautiful image. Compassion for difficult people. May you be free from suffering. Because if we are holding that negativity within. If there are difficult people and we continue to see them as difficult people and we harbour any ill towards them, even if that's just in our thoughts, then we are the one that is suffering. It's not them. They might not even know we have that opinion of them. So it's about having compassion for people that we find difficult. And look how Green Tara is outstretching a hand and lifting you out of this place of suffering. Compassion for all sentient beings. May we be free from suffering. Sympathetic joy for self. May my life be a celebration. Sympathetic joy for loved ones. So you see, it's following that cycle of self, of loved ones, and of difficult people. Sympathetic joy for difficult people. May your life be a celebration. I love how this person is in shadow. Oh my gosh. Ahearn's artwork is just mind-blowingly beautiful. And then sympathetic joy for all sentient beings. And look how our world here has got this beautiful energy around it. And then we have equanimity for self. Stunning. Equanimity for loved ones. May you see things as they are. Oh, wow. I love how that is a kind of continuation of self, and then for loved ones. Equanimity for difficult people. Equanimity for all sentient beings. May we all see things as they are. Look at these beautiful, almost like chakra energy wheels, aren't they? Then we have breath. Find your breath. And that's just about stillness. That's about sitting down, quietening the mind, focusing on the breath, and just being present in the moment, being mindful. Stay with your breath. It's so easy to let the mind wander, and if we bring it back to our breath, forgive me. Oh gosh, this is just beautiful. For any injury or pain I have caused, consciously or unconsciously, forgive me. I'm getting quite emotional. That's such a beautiful, but both a beautiful image and a beautiful sentiment. I forgive you for injury or pain caused to me consciously or unconsciously. I offer forgiveness. So it's not just about asking forgiveness for oneself. It's about forgiving people who've done harm to us as well, and offering that forgiveness out. Oh, look at this heart around this abyss. I forgive myself for injury and pain I caused myself consciously or unconsciously. I offer myself forgiveness. That can be the hardest thing to do. And then we just have rest. And look at this beautiful tree, Green Tara at the top, look. Wow. I really need to sit with this. And then we go into our mudras. Turn towards the shared suffering of all sentient beings. From true peace comes true liberation. There is no beginning and no end to come. There is no beginning and no end to our connection. Wisdom is understanding how to act with truth. I hold my heart in love. Our lives are a journey shared through our togetherness. And then we have body. The mind and the body is interconnected. That's why when we worry and we stress and we have anxiety, we have a physical reaction to an emotional situation. Things like ulcers and dis-ease within the body. This is from the cover of the box, which is speech. It's really important, the words that we use and the words that we put out. Mind. And you can just see this oneness, this connectedness with Mother Earth, becoming one with the everything. You know, we are of the earth. This is such a gorgeous image. Look at that. Sila, which is ethics. Non-violence. Generosity. Emptiness. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's Akshobhya. So Akshobhya actually is a Buddha, one of the Buddhas. And as I said, we've got the Akshobhya Buddhist Center, which is part of Nukadampa tradition. Triratna. I knew it would come to me. The other Buddhist center that used to be Friends of the Western Buddhist Order, FWBO, they used to be, are now the Triratna Buddhist Center, and that's in the main city center base. And that's where I did my metta course, my meditation course, and they're called Triratna now. But the Akshobhya Buddhist Center, they've got an Akshobhya Buddha in there, and it's beautiful. I love elephants. This is such a gorgeous, gorgeous image. We have a dragon, the life force. Desire, beautiful peacock. We have pride, and we've got this lion. I love that they're all sitting within a lotus flower. Each of them, even the elephant, they're all sitting in this beautiful lotus flower. And the analogy of lotuses within Buddhism is the deeper and dirtier the mud, the more beautiful the lotus blooms. And it's an analogy for life. You know, only when we're in the mud, in the swamp, then that is when we really flourish and grow and become beautiful. And we have fear. Stunning, absolutely stunning. I knew it would be, and maybe I'm biased because I love Tourian and her, she's a beautiful person as well, but her artwork is exceptional. It really is exceptional, and this has lived up to my expectation, and I'm so grateful to get it. If you want to get a copy, then it is available at Oneness Emporium. If you use the code Hermits10 down here, then you'll get 10% off as well at the checkout. So thank you for watching, everybody. Let me know your thoughts on this deck. I can't wait to start using it. I really do feel this deck has come into my life at the right time, because I have let my meditation practice slip quite significantly. I still do my tarot practice, and I suppose that part of that is around contemplation. But in terms of meditation and breath work and mindfulness, I've really let it slip, and this is reminding me how important it is to have that balance in my life of working hard but also finding time for quiet moments. All right, thanks for watching, everyone. Until next time, Go in peace. Namaste and blessed be.